quiet down. We're going to read an old legend called The Handsomest Drowned Man in the World. Once upon a time, in a small village, a few kids were playing around on the beach.
Look over there. Is it a boat?
I think it's a man.
Is he sleeping?
I can't even see it.
Okay.
What are you guys doing?
Playing with my friend.
Friend, what are you talking about?
I found this man.
Where? He's not even alive.
He showed up on shore.
Watch out. We should probably take him to the village. Watch out, kids.
He weighs so much.
Probably as much as a horse.
Where should we take him?
How about to the meeting hall?
Oh my, what do we have here?
We found the kids playing with him in the sand.
Where'd it come from? I've never seen it before.
We have no idea. We're going to go by the nearby towns to see if he's been missing.
Good idea. What should I do with him?
I guess clean him up a bit. That way, if we bring people here, they will be able to recognize him.
Alright.
Who is this and why is he here?
We don't know. The children found him today by the shore.
But what are you doing with him?
Clean him up. That way somebody will recognize him.
Oh, I'll go get the others.
Oh my, I didn't actually believe you.
I thought it was some sick joke.
I wouldn't make a joke out of this.
For a dead man, he's pretty good looking.
Yeah, I expected him to look gross from the sea. Well, he was a little dirtier, but I've been cleaning him off since the men brought him in. I wish he was still alive,
Why?
so he could be my husband.
Don't you think he's too big for you?
No, I think he's perfect.
Well, he's dead.
I still think he's perfect.
Me too, but still.
Ladies, quit it and come help me clean him.
Did you guys figure out who he was? Well, no one has ever heard of this man. Then he needs a name.
Like what?
Esteban.
Esteban?
Esteban's a perfect name for him.
I wonder what his real name was and if he was happy with it.
Maybe he was unhappy with the big body of his.
I can only imagine he ended up everywhere due to his big body.
He probably was very unhappy because the guy from the other village was saying that his brother is tall and he hates it.
I can see him being a kind and loving man who is very considerate of others, though no matter how unhappy he may have been.
Most definitely. He probably did not want others to worry about his body except him.
He must have felt like a huge bother to everybody. I wish we could show him that he isn't a bother to us. He could stay here.
But it's not like we can keep him. He's dead.
Well, I guess we haven't really thought about it. We kind of thought we could just keep him and welcome him to our home.
Ho, 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 ho. I cannot believe you ladies thought that.
Well, ever since we found him, he has become a part of our lives.
We can have a funeral for him, celebrate his life, and let him feel like he was a part of something.
We need to make this the most beautiful, splendid funeral ever. Let's go get flowers.
Okay.
We need to give him the best funeral he could ever have, considering the first one he had must not have been that good. I'm pretty sure that his family have given him a perfectly good funeral. Well, clearly it doesn't seem so, since he had to float ashore to us. He's been our gift that was given to us to take care of. He is not one of our children. He is dead, for crying out loud. It doesn't matter. Someone must take care of this poor soul, dead or not.
I do not understand why these poor people are going through all of this trouble for me. I am not worth all of this trouble to have a funeral. It is clear that these ladies are fascinated with me and it's distracting them by who I really was. Me being a distraction is not the easiest thing for their husbands to deal with. I do not need to be here. I should not be here. The funeral I had was very peaceful, and now look, they are all going through so much trouble for a man who already had all that he needed when it came to death. These poor people do not deserve this, doing all this for a man who they know nothing about. If they only knew the real reason behind behind by death.
This is how Esteban was seeing everything that is going on.
Why are they having a funeral for Esteban if he felt that way?
Well, they did not know exactly how Esteban was feeling or what he was thinking, and they wanted him to have a good life in heaven.
Why did they need a funeral?
The villagers wanted to do something nice and respectful for Esteban.
What did they do for the funeral?
Well, this happens.
He's so beautiful. I hope he enjoys what we're doing for him.
We shall fix up the whole town and make everything suitable for him on his next arrival. Here, that way he will know how appreciated he is. That's a great idea. I think he'd really enjoy that.
Esteban, thank you for visiting. You really did change our lives. You will be missed.
After Esteban's funeral, the villagers thought that it would be good to clean up the town and change their whole lives. They didn't want to have the dull town that they've known for their lives. They wanted to have a cheerful, happy, perfect town to live in to remember Esteban. And that's what happened after the funeral. What do you guys think?
That's such a great story. I hope he comes back.
That's so dumb. I don't understand why people would be obsessed with a dead person.
Well, the whole story was revolved around assumptions, appearances, and dreams. The villagers appeared ugly and boring and found this man, and that all changed. Their actions weren't ugly, they were admirable. Appearances are not what they seem to be.
Okay.
It's been going.
Oh, God, you
What are we doing? Oh, go!
He is so beautiful. I hope he enjoys what.
Okay, we need to focus.
I guess clean him up a bit.